huge.
So you did a little hashtag research project for us. You went back and rewatched every Trent Frederic shift from last game.
Yeah, luckily it was only 8 minutes, so it didn't take me too much time.
Still good research.
He actually didn't play that bad. He doesn't do... He's not a liability. You know what I mean? I know sometimes you can look at the stat sheet and be like, well, he only had 2 hits. So it's like, I would say he only had an opportunity to lay 2 hits. The biggest flaw with him, obviously, was late in the game when he had that great chance in the slot and he fanned on the puck. Like, you want to see him...
That was a tough look.
You need it. You need to get that off. And he played, like, when McDavid had that great opportunity in the first where he took it around a couple of guys. I think one of them was Miro Heiskanen. It was Frederic that passed him that puck. And it's a simple pass to him. It's nothing special, but shows that he has the ability to play with those guys. I would like to see his minutes elevated slightly. I think it's fair to get him around the Podkolzin mark of like 11, 12 minutes if you can.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him get a little bit more opportunity at all. I also think, granted, he might not be the guy, or he might be the guy who comes out if you do this. I think he's one of those guys who, if you were to run 11-7, he'd really benefit from it because he'd get some shifts with 29. He'd get some shifts with 97. So the idea of upping his minutes, I'm definitely not against that idea.
He's actually, a pretty good puck carrier.
Yeah.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes north-south. He's nothing special, but he can get through guys. Like, he's strong on the puck. He just doesn't play with a lot. I wanted to ask you about Trent Frederic, too. Obviously, he's not getting a ton of minutes because missed so much time in the regular season, so he just doesn't get anything on special teams. But I feel like they should play him a little bit more so he could have more effect on the game. What do you think of that? Do you think they should, or do you think he's just not playing well enough to earn more minutes?
Yeah, I didn't love everything from him last game, and I know it's interesting once you get to this. You know, the further you get in the playoffs, the better the competition. And, you know, you start really... You know, now that you're at this kind of sprint to make it to the finals, you start leaning on the guys that are going. And it's very much not like you can't wait around. But, you know, I'd like to see him be a little bit more physical. I know he's trying to. This is a fast Dallas Stars team. But, you know, I think the depth has got him there and has really been a big factor for them getting to this point. I can't imagine, and because I give a lot of credit to Chris Knobloch. He's got a great pulse on this team. I can't imagine he hasn't seen the minutes and understands that, listen, he's got to get these guys going if they want a chance to beat Dallas. So he's going to have to lean on these guys at some point in the series, you know, unless, you know, they're really just relying on Connor and Leon to go otherworldly. But, you know, we saw it last year and this year. This Edmonton Oilers team is a great hockey team because of their depth. You know, not only because of Leon and Connor, but because of their depth. So they got to make sure that they're leaning on it and giving those guys some opportunities. But you got to earn it also. You can't just, you look at Carolina right now and they're playing their decor, you know, they're still playing their decor the same amount of minutes. Like Jacob Slavin should be playing 30 minutes a night, but he's playing like 23. And I'm like, are you nuts? Like this, none of the other D are going. So at one point you have to make a decision to be like, you're either coming along or you ain't playing. So, and I think that was kind of a moment last game and in the last few games for Trent.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.